Still morning. It's dreary out, and I thought I'd show you what I did yesterday in the form of exercising. I You can only do so many laying on the bed and up and down, and standing and twisting and turning and whatever, pivoting or sitting here and stretching. So I know that my body works best when it's in full movement. So my exercises yesterday went into rearranging furniture so I can get somewhat of a concept of what I want in my living area here. So, of course, my walker's in the way there, so hold on a minute. Oh, anyway, if you'll see in the upper right-hand corner there, I moved my TV in there where it originally was supposed to go in the first place, in the camper. And then I moved my futon down that way towards the window there. And then where I'm sitting here now, I put it in front of not completely in front of the futon, but right here where you can see it right there. And but I did all that, and of course it took some moving and stretching and stuff like that to get it done. And so what I basically want to do, where I have that futon right there, and where I'm sitting at right here, I want to get a corner, for small spaces, corner L-shaped little sofa to put here in place of these two things. And then I'm going to, I'll take the futon, put it in that back room in there. But that's how I got my exercises yesterday, was doing that. And so I can sit here and I can either sit on the futon, or I can lay on the futon and watch television. And so that's how I got my exercises yesterday. Legs are a little sore today, but that's all right. I couldn't. I took a pill last night because my legs started fussing after I got in bed, and I still couldn't sleep. So I got up and come out here and sit and watch some television, watch a movie and different things. So, but I want to. I'm going to show you the what I want to do. Of what you can't hardly see it too much, but I want to take that whole thing right there, that kitchen area, and I want to just basically remodel that and turn it around so I can walk inside on the other side of that, and everything will be inside of that, and then this will be like a flat surface there. But anyway, but once I got this L-shaped sofa sitting here, which it has to be just the right size. So once I got that here, this recliner won't be sticking out here so far. So that'll work better. But that might be a little time getting that done, but that's my plan. And other things like where that TV's at. Well, I can take that I can take the other side that's on in the bedroom, and I can take that wall off and put the wall up a little further on the inside of that cabinet there, and on the other side turn it into a closet. And I know that's probably difficult for a lot of people to envision that, but I'm good at being able to do that kind of thing. So, oh, I hate it when when that phlegmonitis hits me like that. But anyway, that's basically what I did yesterday, and sometimes that's the best exercise for you because your legs and your arms and stuff are going to be moving the way you normally move them. And so, but yeah, I mean, I feel pretty good today. Right now, no, I didn't wake up with any anger or depression or anything like that this morning. I mean, it was a little stiff for me getting up, but that was about it. And so my leg is healing very well, and y'all have been so good at coming in here and chatting with me and showing your love for me and everything. And and there are a few people that come on and say stupid crap, and I'll just take the comment off. That's all. And but yeah, I have two phones, and this one that I'm on here right now is the only one that is working right now. So the other phone isn't working. I don't know what happened. It just shut down, and I don't know whether it's because I don't have any service on it or what. And I'm in no mood to. I mean, I'm in a good mood, but I'm not in a trying to get things fixed mood with representatives and stuff like that. So other phone's down. That's the way it is. That's the way it goes. And those are the things that you got to deal with. Now that is, the other phone is actually my YouTube phone. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing on here right now on this phone. So things are the way they are, and you have to live with it. And now I could have done this video on my computer, but then I wouldn't have been able to show you what little bit I could show you on my the arrangement that I did. So, but anyway, you have to roll with the punches, and everybody can't afford to have two phones, but thank God I can. And the reason why I can is because I got good family. Because I got a daughter and grandkids and stuff and a son-in-law that allow me to pay rent here, have a place to sit my camper, and pay for the electric and the water usage and everything here. So, and it don't cost me that much. I pay. They carry the insurance on the car for me, and I pay that, and I pay my credit cards, and so I can afford two phones. One is $38 a month, and the other one is the one I'm on right here is $53 a month. So I can afford to do that. I can afford to have my groceries ordered or and have them delivered to me. They delivered my organic potting soil yesterday right up to my doorstep. They found their way up the back way instead of delivering it to my daughter's house. So got that done, and it's waiting outside for me to do what I'm going to do. Told my daughter Teresa, I said, well, my farming tools are, they said they delivered my farming tools, so she brought them down last night. She said, farming tools? I said, yeah. I said, it's my gloves and the shovel and the rake and stuff like that I'm going to plant my tomatoes, and that's what I got. I got my tomatoes, I got green peppers, I got onions, and I got cucumbers. So, and they're not hybrid. So when I go to get some plants that are already planted, already growing, I'm going to try to find ones that aren't hybrid, so that I can take the seeds from like one tomato. I can take the seeds out of that and um, dry them and save them for next year, and the peppers and so forth. So now my daughter's already talking about getting. I talked to her. I said I hope I talked her into getting some ducks because duck eggs are really good. Um, and I don't personally have well, maybe I could have a couple of ducks right here where I'm at, just like do it around the side of my house here. But anyway, I think I talked her, persuading her into maybe thinking about getting some ducks. But they have to build a whole new little section. They're going to put it all down by the barn. They have a barn, which they've been kind of using it for storage since the horses have been evacuated. And but anyway, that's what I'm doing. So I got the potting soil, I got the farm tools, and now I'm waiting on the seeds. I think seems to me like there's something else. I can't know. I don't think so. Maybe not. But anyway, that's what I'm waiting on for that. And I'll be going outside there and working on that on a nice day. Starting my little seedlings in little containers, and then I'll get my plants and put them in the bigger containers. So for now, once the once the seedlings are grown up, then I can put them in bigger pots. What I really like to do is, they're stainless steel. They're like tubs that you can put like a horse trough, but maybe not that big, and get one of them and set that up for once I got the bigger plants and once my other little plant seedlings get good enough, put them in that, and then I can sit them outside my camper right here on the slide out, and I'll get full sun there all summer long. So I'm excited, and like I said, I don't know as I would have had the courage and the know-how to start doing this, but my friend taught me a lot of things, talked to me for hours about how to do that, sent me videos and did the research and sent me the videos and stuff like that. So I have to give him and the creator a lot of the credit for me doing this, me having the gumption, if you want to call it, to get up and try it, at least try it. And of course, now I have my daughter up there. She does those kind of things. So if I need any little bit of help, like if I can't get around exactly like I need to and stuff, she can come and help me. Now she's got some tulips sitting out here in my little front yard that she's getting ready to put a bunch of flowers and stuff in there. So I've got something to look at when I'm sitting out there, and they've got something to look at when they're sitting up on their back porch. And it's just a beautiful thing when family comes together. I feel really, and I don't want to say sympathy, and I don't want to say pity or nothing like that. I feel like everybody should have that opportunity to have family that wants to be part of their lives and stuff like that. And but a lot of people don't. A lot of people just don't want. They'd rather be by themselves, but yet they're lonely and they're sad, and I don't know what that's all about. I know I like being by myself a lot. I mean, but I don't mind sitting and talking and laughing. Me and my daughter, we just laughed last night. It's like she has a hard job working with people that don't know how to do things for themselves. Or if they do, they don't want to no more because they've reached the age that they just don't want to. The society has treated them wrong, and now they don't know how to jump up and not. You don't have to fight the system back. You just fight the system back by jumping up and doing it and getting it done. Don't let them push you down. Don't let them keep you so aggravated and so disoriented that you can't get up and do some things for yourself. So, but I mean, it was nothing to laugh about per se, but she had a dream that she was in a jungle, and her and her boss was doing this and doing that, but it's the struggles that they have to go through, all the hoops that they have to jump through, the system, and the system will only let them do so much, but if you're smart enough, like my daughter is, she's like water. She can go right around it and twist in there and start using her critical thinking about how she can help somebody. Now, they couldn't find a home for this one dude, and she searched and she searched and she searched, and like me, she found him a camper that the person will rent to him, will even help him have a little bit of a job, so you've got to know how to get around certain things. That's just like the welfare system out there. They have ways of helping people that they just don't tell everybody. And I found that out when I was out in Arizona and I was living in my car. So, you just got to push a little bit. You got to ask the right questions, because if you don't ask the right questions, they're not going to offer no information. So just so y'all know, don't be afraid to ask questions no matter how stupid they sound. And let your little mind go wild if you have to. I mean, don't get into fantasy land or anything like that, but if you can think it, it can happen. So, just saying. But anyway, that's what I did yesterday. And I sit here and watch television very easily last night, and in my recliner, my computer and everything's back here. And all I have to do is, I mean, I don't sit out that often, but I'm sure I will be. And once I get the little sofa in here that I want in here, then it'll be much easier for me for that back there. But anyway, that's what I did yesterday. Nothing big, nothing fancy, just me being me. That's all. And working on me, being happy, working on me. If there's any way I can help anybody else without hurting myself. And sometimes you do have to hurt yourself a little bit. If you can handle it when you're helping somebody else, then fine. If you're got family members that love sitting around talking to you and stuff, but there's things about them that you can't handle, well, maybe you can learn to handle it sometimes. What, maybe they'll come and visit you once a week or something like that? Or you have to, whatever, if there's something that you can't handle about them, or it brings you some kind of stress, find it in yourself. Ask the Creator how I can ignore that or whatever, as long as somebody's not beating you up or something like that. You know what I mean? That you can. You don't always have to be right about anything. That's for sure. So maybe if they really, really like you, don't be afraid to sit and talk to them. But I mean, if they're bad mouthing you or cussing you out or something like that, now that's a different story. But if it's just something simple like he goes, they're like Teresa yesterday, she was talking to this guy and he come walking in with a sucker in his mouth and trying to talk with the sucker in his mouth and stuff like that, making all these wild noises. Well, she had to find a way to get past that so that she didn't offend him, and so because she knew that she wasn't going to be talking to him any longer than what the interview was about and all that kind of stuff. So weigh your options when you're talking to other people, family members or whatever, and even with your husband. You don't always have to be right, ladies. Just remember that. If he says that's John Wayne in that movie and you know very well it's not, let him think it's John Wayne. I mean, what's the big deal? Simple things like that. So, but anyway, remember, a merry heart doeth good like medicine. But a broken spirit will dry up your bones and you can't live a good life. You can't live a happy life. You're always going to be bitter and mean and sarcastic. But I know that there's a lot of people out there that think you're mean and sarcastic anyway, but when you're really not. You're just living your life and trying to live your life without a lot of stress and stuff like that. But remember, if you believe you can, or if you believe you can't, you're right. That belief that's in you will make it happen. Like if you believe you can't, then that belief will make it not happen. I know that sounds, but that's the way it works. But if you believe you can, then your belief will make it happen. Either way. But if you believe you can, don't be afraid to take that first step. And whether you know it or not, when you believe you can't, your subconscious will make you take that first step to make it not happen. Now, if you can understand that, I hope you grab that real quick. Like so. Anyway, you all have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. You find some joy in your life.